Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, I am going to be doing just a quick little update on the markets today. The markets have just closed, literally just a couple minutes ago. So I'm just going to do a quick little update for you guys, share with you and show you what I'm so Oh man. For you guys that don't realize, I live down under. I'm in Sydney, Australia, and right now it's 6 a.m. in the morning. So I trade. My trading hours every day is I get up at 4. I do like a sort of morning ritual. I start trading. I start looking at the market around 5, quarter past 5. I start looking at my scans, and my trading is done by 6 a.m. in the morning. And then for the rest of the day, I'm off to do whatever I want to do. So that's how my trading is done, and that also with my private clients as well too. That's how we do it. And due to the fact that we can scan a couple of thousand stocks and have the scans bring back the potentials for us, makes it amazing trade. So if you are struggling with your trading right now, you would like to get my help, then just email me at howtrader@gmail.com. And you may be a good fit for my private coaching program. Let's get straight into the markets right now. For the last few weeks, I've been sort of talking about the markets and what's been happening here. And the Dow Jones, let's bring up the Dow Jones here. This Dow Jones is creating this lower high here right now. We've got this sort of sideways period through here, ran up, came down, and now we're creating another sideways period through here as well too. So this lower high here, if we break this lower high, then look out below when it comes to the Dow Jones. Same for the S&P 500, right? Look at this lower high. If we start to break this lower high, who's in control? Sellers, right? We have a pretty much an equal low, lower high, breaking past previous lows. In fact, if you look at the Dow Jones, we have a lower low, lower high, breaking past previous lows. Now, we don't have that yet, but if we start to break past previous lows, who's in control then? Lower low, lower high, breaking past previous lows, right? And same for the Nasdaq as well too, right? We had pretty much an equal low, and then we had a lower high, and now look at the Dow Jones, right? The Dow Jones is the Nasdaq, the Nasdaq. That's right, the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is already starting to create that lower high, and we're still at that level there. We haven't clearly broken it yet, but that level. This level through here is indeed that whole level through there is where it's at right now. So if we have a look at, in fact, let me go back to this screen here, and then I want to look at, say, the DIA. Let's look at the volume today. Not much going on there. Let me look at the SPY. Okay, the volume is probably going to be a lot bigger by the time it actually all settles in and stuff like that. It probably takes another hour and stuff like that. I want to see, is the QQQ here as well too? Yes, the QQQ, yep. So that's what we're seeing there right now, guys. It's really interesting to see what's happening here. If we go have a look at, say, the transport, let's go back to this level here. If we start to look at things like the IWM, it's already created this lower high, and now it's breaking past previous lows, so that's already starting to weaken as well too. The Russell 3000 is almost start. It's created this lower high. Now, are we going to break this previous low? It's going to be really interesting. And the Dow Jones, the transport has already created what? It's already created a lower high, breaking past previous lows. So, but it actually did this time, and then it did this time. It just broke below the low and then followed up. So it'd be really interesting to see whether we do get a bit of follow through, breaking past these levels through here. If we can break past that sort of 180 level there, then we're probably gonna race back down towards those October lows. Was it October lows? No. Let's bring that back up again. There we go. The December lows. Looking at gold here right now, gold has just pretty much been doing nothing. Once again, if we go have a look at the gold chart, but we look at the weekly chart here, we could be creating this higher low through here right now. Right now, the daily chart for the last few months has been fart-assing around, but we could be basing out here right now to create a higher low and then getting ready for a move up. If we're going to start that downward movement if we're going to start the recession, which we know is coming, then or the market crash as you call it, then gold and silver will likely start to pick back up. Now remember, a recession, a crash in the market, right, takes 12 months. It doesn't take one day. If you look at 2008, well, 2008, right? It took the end of 2007 all the way through to the middle of 2009, right? Or yeah, it's well over 12 months. So what I'm trying to say here is that if we start to roll over here, this may be the start of a 40 or 50% correction in the markets. Make sense? That takes what? 12 to 24 months, really. Makes sense? So I'm just saying that may be starting right now. And the GDX, really interesting on the GDX, we're just still basing out here as well too. Let's have a quick look at the other markets here just quickly. UUP. Once again, not much going on there. USO, which is oil, we're starting to fall out through here. I did actually do a video on yesterday's video. I said that by looking at this weekly chart, I expect this market to pretty much, we've already had a big move up, so I'm expecting this market to just go sideways. And so what's happening right now is we're just getting a bit more of a pullback through here. It'll be really interesting to see whether we do continue this pullback through here. Remember, we did have a big, strong, let's go back to this weekly chart here. We did have this big, strong leg. We had a strong leg down and a strong leg up. So it'd be really interesting. We did create, this was a major lower low. This is a lower high. So it'd be really interesting to see whether we do find a bit of support around these levels through here. Let's go back to that daily chart. So it will be interesting to see whether if we do find some support around this 50% level just below here and we start to pick back up, that could be a big move in the markets as well too for oil. So that's what I'm looking at there, guys. Just remember, guys, that what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at the markets, okay? I'm analyzing the markets for you. I'm looking at the markets. I'm looking at the Dow Jones and all that sort of stuff, right? Here's the Dow Jones. I'm looking at the markets for you, and we're analyzing the markets. But just remember, I'm analyzing the markets and I'm seeing what the markets are telling me right now, which is the Dow Jones, the S&P and stuff like that. But if you want to be part of this trading arena, then you must abide by the rules to becoming a successful trader, right? Like there's a science to becoming a good trader. And what is that science? The science is not that you're lucky. The science is that if you don't follow the foundational rules to a successful trader, no matter what system you're trading, then you're not going to do well in the markets. What am I talking about here, right? You have your trading system, but what is the foundational rules to a successful trader? The foundational rules to a successful trader is that they have a plan and they follow that plan consistently. They're disciplined discipline every single day, and they're patient waiting for those setups. Makes sense? That is the foundational rules. No matter what system you're trading, if you cannot have that foundational rules to trading any system out there, then you are not going to do well at all. Makes sense? So that's what you want to be doing. You want to be making sure that you are understanding that if you want to be part of this trading arena, if you want to be part of this trading world, then you want to do well, then you must start abide by it, start following, and start to adhere, whatever that word is I'm trying to say right now, that's what I call the foundational rules to a successful trader, no matter what system you are trading. And once you start to follow those foundational rules to a successful trader, you understand, right? Like all the different traders out there that do really well in the markets, right? They have their different methods. But what makes them successful? What is it about the trader that makes them successful? They're consistent. They show up every day. They do their scans. They're disciplined to only taking good quality trades that meet their plan. And they're patient. They're willing to wait as long as they have to. I heard a story a while ago, but this guy turned $20,000 into $2 million. In about, I think it's about 2 years or something like that. And I was like, how did you do it? And he's like, well, I only placed a few positions. I didn't place a lot, but I did a lot of research all the time. Like every day I was researching, found a couple of really good trades, and then that thing exploded from there. Make sense? So it's the consistency, showing up every day. It's the discipline to only take in those trades, and it's the patience, waiting as long as you have to. And this is that last one, the patience, is the hardest one. I can share with you with my private coaching, I tell my clients all the time, I can teach you what to look for, but one thing you're going to have problems with is being patient. Because there's going to be times when, especially if you're just trading the daily chart, getting in today, holding it for 1 to 5 days or 1 to 5 weeks, on the daily chart, then there's going to be times when you're going to have 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks with no trades at all. And then maybe, a whole month with no trades. That's going to happen sometimes. And then the next month, guess what? You're going to be really active, right? Or you're going to have some really good trades the next month. You just don't know. Right, so you trying to generate an income every day, or generate income every week, or you need to make $200 a day, or you need to make $400 a week, or whatever it is. That's actually putting too much pressure on you. And if you're putting too much pressure on you, that's actually causing you to make mistakes. One of the best things that's helped me do so well is for me to say, you know what? No, my job as a trader is to not do anything until my setup appears. If that means I have to be consistent and show up every day and do my scans, and there's no trade for a whole week or 2 weeks, well, guess what? My job is to do nothing, be patient until that good quality setup. And that's one of the biggest things that stops you from moving forward. And you know that, right? It's the over trading. It's the impatience. Once you can start to knuckle that down, you can start to do really well. Now, as you can see, right, everything I'm talking about here has everything to do with you and nothing to do with the markets. It's always you that gets you, and it's not the markets, right? The foundational rules to consistently show up every single day and only be disciplined to taking your setup only, and be patient and wait as long as you have to. That's the foundational rules that has everything to do with you and nothing to do with the markets. And when you start to do that, that's when you can start to absolutely crush it. Hey traders, thanks for watching my YouTube video. I've just released a brand new training. It's 100% free training, and you're going to learn my number one most powerful trading technique / chart reading technique that I use that actually helps me get up to a 90% success rate. I use it. It's a very big part of my trading system. You're going to absolutely love this. This is what I call going with the stream. So when you find big strong currents in the markets, that's what this is all about. So very first thing in the description below, guys, go click on that and you can go register, or you can go get instant access to this free training right now and start to apply this to your trading right now. So click on the very first thing in the description below and go get free access to this training and get instant access right now.